This is the CFR training for Schedule CFR 4 and 4A Personal Services. CFR 4 is a two-tab data entry screen. In order to complete the Program Personal Services, start by selecting Program and Site tab. Select a state agency, program, and site from the drop-down boxes. Click Add to open the Position Title Code drop-down box and select a title code. Check the applicable standard workweek from the Position Title Code. Enter the aggregate total hours paid and amount paid for all individuals working in the Position Title Code. Repeat the same 3 steps for each new title code. The CFR software will calculate the FTEs to 3 decimal places. In order to delete an entire row, highlight the row and select Delete from the bottom toolbar. Agency Administration. In order to complete the Agency Admin Personal Services, select the Agency Admin tab and follow the same 3-step process. Note that only 600 series position title codes are available for use. Click Save, close the Messenger box, and click Go To, then Go to proceed. New York State or NYS agency-specific schedules are completed for direct care, clinical, support, program administration, and LGU administration staff. These are position title codes 100 through 599 and 700 through 799. A separate schedule of CFR 4 is completed for the agency administration personal services expenses of your entire agency. These are position title codes 600 through 699. Note that 100% of the amounts paid for agency administration staff must be reported. CFR 4 is included in all CFR submission types. NYS agency-specific and shared program-specific CFR 4s are prepared for staff providing program services. Agency administration staff is reported in a single column on a separate schedule of CFR 4. All agency administration staff is reported in this column regardless of the size of the NYS agency programs in relation to the total agency. Only personal services related to employees of your agencies are reported on this schedule. Individuals that receive W-2 tax forms are considered to be employees. Position title codes may be specific to NYS agencies or program types. Position titles are listed in Appendix R of the CFR manual. The positions are functional titles and may not match the corporate titles used by your agency. Individuals receiving 1099 tax forms are independent contractors. This will be discussed in Schedule CFR 4A. Position title codes are listed below. Please refer to Appendix R of the CFR manual. Direct care and clinical staff hours are a key component of the new rate rationalization process for OPWDD. Please be sure to give your staff the appropriate codes. Be sure that the standard work week must be at least 35 hours and not more than 45 hours per week. The hours paid, FTEs, and amount paid totals are shown by column. Where applicable, employees' hours and salary paid should be allocated between programs and position titles. Calculation of full-time equivalencies of FTEs. FTE calculation is the hours paid over the standard work week multiplied by 52, which is the number of weeks in a year. Note the example given on this slide. This example shows the calculation of FTE for position title code 501 Program Director and represents the most complicated calculation, a less than full-time employee who work for less than a full year. The software does all the calculations for you. Once both tabs of the CFR4 are completed and saved, totals are carried forward to Schedule CFR1 line 16 and CFR3 line 1 for full CFRs, DMH1 line 6 for abbreviated, and Article 28 abbreviated CFRs. CFR 4A Contracted Direct Care and Clinical Personal Services. This schedule is used to report the amount paid to individuals and organizations that have contracted with the service provider to provide direct care and clinical personal services. All other contracted services must be reported on the appropriate expense line of the CFR1 or Schedule CFR3. Follow the same data entry process as CFR4. After completing data entry, click Save, Close, Go To, then go to Proceed. Only contracted direct care and clinical staff positions are reported on this schedule. These are position title codes 200 to 399. Contracted staff are defined as those individuals receiving a 1099 tax form for tax purposes. As with CFR 4, position title codes are found in Appendix R of the CFR manual. Report hours paid and amount paid. Note that the hours paid field cannot be left blank. Total contracted direct care and clinical personal services carries forward to CFR 1, line 35. CFR 4A is only included in full CFR submission types. If contracted staff are not paid by the hour, an estimate of hours paid must be made. Entries of 0 or 1 hour will not be accepted generally. And that concludes the CFR training for Schedule CFR 4 and 4A Personal Services.